Fabian Cardolino here, your Weston real estate specialist. And this is the 10 easy steps to take to purchasing a home. And we're actually breaking them down in this series. Today, we're going to talk about step 2 and 3. Now, the reason why I'm breaking them down together is because they go hand in hand. Step 2 is finding an agent. Step 3 is getting pre-approved. Now, finding an agent might sound easy, but sometimes it could be difficult because who are you putting that trust in? That's going to take you through the whole process correctly, legally, and without any liability on your end. Things you should look out for an agent are some basic stuff, but you really got to keep an eye out. Like, for example, do they know the area that you're looking to live in very well? Are they specialists in that area, or do they just generalize in everything? Did they got their license because they wanted to make 1 or 2 deals for family members and now he's just testing out the waters? Or is this their full-time job? Also, do they speak your language? Are they honest about things? If you catch them like, hey, can we meet today? And then they kind of set you back because of X and Y reason, that could be a red flag. Also, are they too busy? There are a lot of really good agents out there, but unfortunately, they get too busy. So they take in too many customers at the same time, and they just don't have enough time to put in your deal. Meaning that they're going to do the process rushed, that they're not going to look into the details, that they just want to close the house and move on to the next one. Whereas if you find a smaller agent, let's just say a smaller brokerage, and they are specialists in your area, they will take you everywhere that you need to go to 6, 7, 10 houses if you want to, because they'll have the time to do so. They're not in there just for the money. They're in there to make sure that you have a pleasurable experience when it comes to purchasing the home, as well as making sure that he's doing everything correctly and not in a rush. I'll give you one example. Me. I got my license back in December. Now, I have been an insurance agent and an insurance underwriter for the past 12 years in South Florida. I've also worked in construction in South Florida. So when I look at a house, I know what to look for. I know that if there's any structural damages. I also know if the area that you're going to look into is going to be a very high area when it comes to the insurance risk. So your insurance policy might be very expensive. I'm going to let you know that in advance. And another thing about new agents, and I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart, is a simple fact that we are motivated. As long as the agent is making this their full-time career, we are motivated to make a name for ourselves where we're farming. Farming means you're going to become a specialist in one area. So I am a specialist here in Weston, in the city of Weston. I've lived in the city of Weston for 25 years. So I know the area like the back of my hand. So I want to make sure that I build a name for myself and a reputation for myself in the city of Weston. So I will do anything and everything that I need to do to make sure that you have a pleasure experience when it comes to purchasing the home, that there's no hiccups when it comes to purchasing the home, and I will negotiate everything and anything that I can for you in order to be able to actually close on the house. So once you make the decision of finding an agent and you found one, you're going to want to go ahead and get pre-approved right away. Now, the agents that you're going to work with, usually they have their preferred lenders and they're the preferred loan officers, as well as the preferred title companies. That is perfectly fine. Now, you have the right to choose your own lender. You have the right to choose your own mortgage officer. You have the right to choose your own title company. I would recommend to go with, if you're going, for example, with a boutique agency, boutique brokerage, I would recommend to go with their preferred lenders and title companies because they have trust in them. They are preferred to them because they do their job right. Now, if you know a family member that's in the business, by all means, go ahead for it. But I would suggest you to go with the preferred vendors. Now, once you made a decision to which loan officer is going to work your deal, you want to make sure that you get on a 3-way call with them. Either a 3-way call with you or your spouse and the agent, or there's a lot of people that don't like to disclose your financial status with the real estate agent, and that is okay. The agent does not have to be in the call. Only it's between you and the mortgage officer. Now, you want to make sure that you're upfront to the loan officer right away about anything and everything that could be on your credit history, that could be on your criminal records, that could be on anything. That way you don't have any hiccups down the road once you find that beautiful home that you want to move into, and then the deal falls through because you didn't disclose, I don't know, you had a bankruptcy 10 years ago, I don't know. But you want to make sure that you're upfront about everything. That way that a pre-approval letter sticks. So once you have that pre-approval letter in your hands, now the fun begins. Now you can actually go ahead and move into the following step, which is house hunting. I'm going to break house hunting down in the next video.